the bomb got dropped upon us all. And the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. We still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless one, and tonight we are going to be continuing the Lost Memories campaign with Argo, Petrol, Cameo, Moon, Hax. Bunny will be joining us hopefully soon. And then we also have Sim here tonight. Hello, Sim. Let's see. And go ahead and get right into the recap.
Also, we missed a week, which I am sad about. I think last one was Shade, wasn't it?
Last week we did not have a campaign because I had no internet to stream with.
I meant week before that. We did Shade, the last session, right?
I believe so, yes.
Probably.
Last I checked, Shade was the last one that was done.
Does any
The fact
creature
that
remember?
y'all don't keep notes.
I apologize that my brain does not
I
let
can
me
check.
write things down.
Give me a second. I'll check. I'm pretty sure it was, though.
Puppeteer was also fucking with us by extension. Apparently dropped by before we did. And obviously began pulling the strings. But we also did some weird shit.
Also, we're still We didn't get to the Secho. This one that I know.
Okay. So. Yeah, for the most part, you guys just did the shade. And anybody have any information you want to share with Argo about that, or are we just going to get started?
Wait, why would I need information shared with me? I was there.
You just said you weren't.
No, I was there, and I said, I'm forgetting what happened. Never
Brain
mind.
broke.
Nameless cannot process information I said. That is okay. Unless I misspoke. That is entirely possible.
I'm pretty sure you misspoke.
Missmoked? I'm sorry. I am not a fairy. I don't smoke. Well, I could. Wait, wasn't I on LSD? Wait, no, that would make sense. Oh yeah, I was in the game. I was given. I was
You
was
were
very
given.
impaired.
It was LSD, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Doc
I'm still
didn't
high.
want to take it himself because he knew it would be even more fucked.
I love that Doc just casually carries LSD on him.
I am suddenly remembering a lot of what happened. Never mind. I saw a lot of colors. It was fun.
We saw too many colors.
I saw colors you cannot even imagine.
What, like hyperbolic orange?
No, like backwards yellow.
Let's say before. Never mind.
I saw the color where magenta is supposed to be.
Okay, so according to what I was looking at for Cameo's notes for y'all, you guys didn't start watch.
Yeah, I
No,
believe
we-
to be correct.
I'm also still high, I think.
Probably. How long
No,
does it
but
take for
now-
LSD to wear off?
depends
Also,
on the
your face is back, Moob. It was only 4 days.
Without context, that is a statement and a half.
I've been keeping track of the days.
She has. She does a pretty good
They
job.
can
of it.
last up for 12 hours.
I'll pick in a moment. We're going to try and find some ideas to means because my eyes are playing up.
Okay. So, who's going to be taking first watch?
I am, well, still high.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, and?
Can we force the Saw to go to bed?
But I'm having fun. I see all these cool colors.
You clearly cannot see correct. Go to bed.
Yeah,
What are you talking
definitely
about?
go to bed.
You're a solid neon orange. Isn't that your normal color?
Go to bed,
No.
Nasa.
No, it is not.
So, Nasa's
Thank you.
decided Nasa is doing watch. Who else is doing watch?
Does anyone have a stick? Can we knock Nasa out?
I have a stick, but I don't think you're qualified to prescribe it.
I have stick too. Nasa, don't make us use it. Go to bed.
Have you ever tried to argue with the person that is high? That does not end well.
Yeah, no matter what, this is just not going to end well.
I'm
So
staying
either heed our warning, or you're going to get prescribed stick.
God, imagine what a crit fail while on LSD would be like.
I mean, I will go to sleep.
Good.
Alright, so who's doing watch? I don't want to do first watch.
I'll go ahead and
I'll
take it.
take watch.
Next.
Okay. Just a sec.
I'm obviously
I
break
know,
my fall
Oh,
and
come on.
go the fuck to sleep.
So, I need rolls for watch.
Who's on what?
They know who they are.
Okay.
So, where is it?
Nissa,
You're supposed to be asleep.
I thought you were going to bed.
I'm asleep.
The fact that you're speaking to us tells us that you're not.
Snoring noises.
That.
I want to point out that she literally just said snoring noises rather than making snoring noises.
That's not convincing.
Snores more loudly. You can visually see the Z's above me.
That's what? You're the if you see Z's, you're the only one who can see them.
Wait, you don't... I mean, yeah. You're the only one who can see them.
That's what they want you to think.
So, how high is Doc at the moment?
6 foot.
Somewhere between a few hands and a lot of hands.
Am I the only one on watch right now that's sober? Well, I think I can answer my own question with a solid yes.
I'm at my perfectly average state of chemical imbalance.
Okay, you I'm not concerned about. It's the other one that's supposed to be asleep right now.
I'm asleep.
That when you say that you're asleep, it tells me that you're not.
Just a second. Okay. So, for those of you on watch, other than the, the pink elephants for those that are inebriated, nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, good thing there wasn't any bush that snuck up on us.
Doc, I'm really quite certain that there was no bush last time. I'm quite certain there wasn't a bush.
Would it truly surprise you if there was?
Not really, but given what Vigil was saying, I'm pretty sure it was Vigil.
Then, Clinker, have no fear. I will remain vigilant.
10.5 hands to...
I've face hoofed at this terrible pun. Okay. Doc, let me ask you what you see right now.
Go on.
Well, that's me asking you, what do you see right now?
Ah. I see a campsite.
Okay, anything else?
I see you.
Okay, am I a bush?
Of course not.
Well, he seems to be doing better than last time then.
I do not need you to be questioning my sanity.
I'm not quite so certain that I agree with that, but okay.
Okay. So, at the end of y'all's watch?
Yep.
For me, at least. I'll wake up Vigil.
I'll wake up Nebula. She can actually do some work for once.
You were supposed to take a second watch, like you always do. That's why I said second watch. You're denser than a sack of bricks sometimes.
Aren't we all?
In what time?
You can call me Neutron, because I'm a star.
Oh my god.
Or neutron because you're an incredibly dense chunk of matter.
Wait, I have to
We're
roll
just
some
gonna go
damage.
ahead and ignore Vigil and have Moop be the one woken up.
Alright.
Okay.
Get out of my little dirt man. Alright, where's... Wait, Doc is waking up Nebula?
Nebula
Medicine expired. Did he take the wrong one?
Nebula shrugs and then sits and stares into the distance.
I'll wake her with a aggressive stiffening.
Of course you do.
I noticed that before I go to bed. I just give a sideways look at Doc. Why?
Okay.
I wanted to make sure she was awake.
From the
that
slight
was
concussion that Nebula received,
Bunny.
Nebula is not
Hello,
doing
Bud.
very good at the look, and neither is Moop.
My mind is just not in it today.
Nebula looks distracted.
What's wrong, Nebula?
She
You think?
sits down and waves a hoof and says that the dreams have been very disturbing of late.
Yeah. Although not as trippy as that one dealing with shade. Oh, God. I'll take a step back. Well, notice anything going wrong. And is anyone else having a nightmare right now? They're
Go ahead and roll another perception for checking the peoples for nightmares.
I can actually see that.
Okay, so for the most part, everybody actually seems to be doing okay at the moment. You know, you've got the Kelpie bubbling happily in her sleep. You've got the Vigil is doing something.
I'm meant to be asleep, given we're all taking what?
I'm just envisioning you sleeping basically upside down at this point.
That would be in character.
Well, I mean, Clinker was going to wake me, but apparently that was retcon.
No, that was retconned. Because somebody was being dense, and for the first time decided that he was only going to take one watch.
Damn bastard
probably-
writing all these plans.
He probably did it just to spite you,
Okay,
Nameless.
I take it back. Everything is not all well. Apparently, somebody decided that it was the perfect time to get up and walk away.
Oh, great.
Yes, Muddy Puddle is now wandering in a semi-straight line in a direction. Roll a D100.
Buddy, do you remember what I told you last night?
No, I do not recall.
When I told you whenever Nameless tells you to roll a D100 to be worried.
Oh.
So,
I'm in
vaguely south.
I go over and just redirect Muddy Puddle.
So, roll dexterity.
Me?
not
I like
you,
to imagine that I'm like sleeping, standing up with my eyes open right now.
because you are trying to catch the solid parts of a basically water elemental.
Well, let's see if this night goes any well. Nope.
So, just a second. I need. Yes. So Nebula picks you and the still sleepwalking Muddy Puddle up, and using her telekinesis, and lays Puddle down again and sets you next to her before patting you on the head.
Thanks.
No. Typical no.
She nods quietly before asking, "You seem troubled. What's wrong?"
I just give her a side look for a moment, just shrug. The nightmares are one thing, but I know those were magically induced. I knew those just weren't mine, not natural in any form, but what Shade said about the visions that we saw, those were apparently all on us.
She shudders and nods.
I get up. It was all on us. So what the fuck was it supposed to mean?
Just a second. Let's just see. See how helpful she can be. Apparently about that helpful. So she scrunches up her face for a moment in a very thoughtful Kirin look before saying, "Perhaps fears?"
Years of what? I don't want to go back to the Dragonlands. But it's not because I'm afraid. I know it's fucked up. But just... I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I don't think it's even a fear. I had no problems walking up to it. I had no problems holding it.
She tilts her head to one side. Look of confusion on her face.
It was a cold infant. Mutated, deformed. I'm not scared of that. I know the craziness that magic does. I've seen worse monstrosities around. I'm not afraid. It's just, its nest wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be in the hatching grounds. But it wasn't. It wasn't anywhere close. It was so small.
She rubs a hoof to her chin before saying, "Perhaps what you were seeing was not the fear it was trying to provoke."
Then what the fuck was I seeing? I don't know anyone like that! Not that I remember, at least! Like, it makes no sense! All of the eggs should have been in the hatching ground. Why was that one left alone? Why were there other eggshells? What? Oh, this is more frustrating than anything. I begin to walk off.
Nebula looks back at the party for a moment before following.
It's like, it just makes no sense to me. Like, I get it, we all saw different things, but it's based on us, our experiences, what we faced. What the fuck did I face for that to happen? Like, at what point did any of that shit happen? Or, even if that didn't happen, what would have happened that would make me think of that? This is just frustrating! This whole trip has been nothing but frustrating! And I'm tired of it!
Nebula just kind of walks quietly, listening attentively.
The more and more I go through this, the more I just regret so much. This is supposed to help Equestria in the long run. Apparently. I mean, at least that's what the goal semi is, but really isn't. When we were at Canterlot, you weren't there. Twilight basically kind of approved of us being like her and her friends, going around and saving things, and I get it. Like, we've gone so far since we first met, but it's just feels like there's no progress made. It's like I'm stuck. Worst part is I know I won't be for long.
Nebula arcs an eyebrow at you and asks, "Oh, how so?"
The call of the Dragon Lord. Whether or not there is a new one, I have no idea. There will be another call, whether from a new corrupted leader or not. No matter what, I will be forced back into the Dragonlands. I'm not going to be with the group the whole time. It's literally impossible to. Even though dragons were becoming friends with those namby-bamby ponies, still very... The things that have and haven't changed will be insane. Especially given the whole nuclear war deal. I doubt dragons and ponies will be friends, and if we go to the Dragonland, well, if I go to the Dragonlands, I'll have to leave you guys behind. I won't be stuck anymore, and I'll be in a new hell. I know it's not going to be sunshine and rainbows. I've seen so much shit already, and the Dragonlands is just going to be a new load on top of it.
She looks at you, head tilted to the side, and asks, "You really think that they'll let you go alone?"
You're acting as if there's gonna be a choice. Dragons, even before, weren't the friendliest bunch. Even with Dragon Lord Amber, things were still pretty bad. And you really think, after this nuclear war, after everything ponies have dragged them through, how many of our kind died, and how much bullshit has happened, do you really think the others would be able to come? Even if they do, it's just gonna be a death sentence. I'm just gonna be left alone. Yeah.
She pauses for a moment before asking, "So you've seen it then?" The
Haven't seen-
Dragonlance, I mean.
I haven't seen it since I came out of the cryopods, but honestly, given the fact that Equestria is supposed to be this loving and beautiful place with sunshines and rainbows everywhere, and it turned into this the other hell landscape, what makes you think the Dragonlance is going to come out good after that? I just have no faith in it. I have barely any faith in anyone or thing at this point. I take off my mask and just look at it for a moment. I don't even have faith in myself.
Nebula.
It's gonna be even worse.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be even worse when we get there. It's all gonna be a hell. I can't even fucking fight! I throw the mask. It's just fucking pathetic shit!
Nebula sits down and looks at you quizzically before asking, "Why can't you fight?"
Just everything. Listen, I can't remember everything from before. But even then, I wasn't the strongest. I wasn't the fastest. I had nothing really going for me. The closest thing was that I could easily blend in with ponies given my attitudes, but even then, everything just sucked. And now it's no better. I have to have a fucking zebra fucking save me half the time. I gotta get a little freaking Cloudsdale dude doing with the freaking shotgun to save me all the fucking time. I've never really had a good solid fight like the rest of them. Never have. I just flop down on my back. I just always have to run away or just avoid the fight as a whole. Never really got the chance to actually do it. And even if I did, I have no fighting techniques. Just like Nassau said.
Nebula sits down next to you, and you see a dim glow from her eyes. The same golden glow that generally implies that she's looking at things that you can't see. And she asks, "Wasn't it you that freed the..." She waves a hoof. "Promiscuous one?"
That wasn't from... Well, yeah, I saved them, but that wasn't from fighting.
She tilts her head and asks, "Why does it have to be fighting?"
I'm a dragon. We're supposed to be tough. I'm just a soft pile of sludge.
She pokes your midsection and asks, "So because dragons are hard, you feel you need to punch things like the promiscuous one? Or the zebra?"
I mean, it's part of it. There's more to dragons than that, but there's nothing about that other part of dragons that matter to the group. I just roll over to my stomach. At this point, I'm just tired of talking.
She looks at you and asks, then why not fight something?
You're willing to fight me?
She shakes her head and says, I am not a fighter.
Well, everyone else is asleep. And I don't see anything else here to fight.
She shrugs and says, I can't particularly provide you with a target. I barely remember anything from my past. It's almost as if my life started the day that I met you guys.
That's a take. Life not starting until you meet people. It kind of reminds me, though. Beastlord barely has anything going on, and we seemed so happy when we came along. Like there was no life beforehand, and we brought it all over. I wonder how many other people we've changed like that.
She shrugs and says, from what I can tell, they have been tethered here because of that barrier. Who knows what they'll do once we've set them free?
Huh. That's true. Maybe we can just go and ask. I mean, what are the chances of one of them still being up at this time?
She shrugs.
Can you send us to Beastlord? Or rather, send me? I want to talk to him for a bit.
She looks thoughtfully and shrugs and says, maybe this once. Before stepping closer to you, her horn gives a brilliant flash, and you're basically blinded for a couple seconds before your vision readjusts, and you're standing in the Beastlord's courtyard. There is a pair of wolves at the front door, who look very startled at your sudden appearance.
We're sorry. Just want to know if the main guy is up. If you can understand me.
A booming voice from immediately behind you declares that he is in fact here, as he says, and what brings you back to my humble abode?
Well, would you believe I just want to talk to you for a bit?
He steps out of the slightly shadowed area, and even in the moonlight, you can still see he's an impressive specimen, even for his species, as he sits down in front of you and says, well, then let's talk. I've got nothing going on right now.
Wow, you really are one of the cool guys here. That's cool.
He shrugs and says, you haven't harmed any of my animals, so I have no reason to fight you.
I thought you liked fighting, though.
Enjoying fighting and picking your fights wisely are very different things, he says, almost kind of perturbed. I don't go willy-nilly swinging at everything that moves.
Ah, then I know someone you can replace in our team.
arcs an eyebrow and says, "As much as that might be interesting, I think I have other business here that I would rather attend to. Besides, I had imagined that you were going to leave this land eventually, and I plan to stay."
That is true. You do need to leave eventually. But what do you plan to do here?
He gestures out towards the courtyard and like the wider zebralands and says, "Most of the critters here have died from various diseases and whatnot, and I would like to help them survive and repopulate. There aren't many like me that can listen to their whispers." And
I look
as if
over.
to punctuate that, what appears to be a mutated hyena limps up and lays down next to him as he absent-mindedly pets it.
Wow, you have quite a bit of work ahead of you.
He nods with a grunt.
Honestly, I hope it goes well. You'll be doing a great thing for the Zebralands. And maybe someday, you'll be able to reach out further. But for now, it seems like you got your hands way full. Especially that one. Can I pet it?
He nods and says, "Feel free. And I'm aware that I have much work to do. But living for this long has taught me one thing. It's if you look too far ahead, things begin to look bleaker and bleaker as you realize the size of what you have to do. I'm a simple beast, and I prefer to think of the here and the now."
As I pet the hyena, I take a moment to think about that. Maybe I should adopt that mindset.
He shrugs and says, "You're welcome to it. It's not as if I was the first to think of it."
True, but you were the first to bring that up to me. And given how everything's been going, I would need to keep that in mind.
He shrugs and says, "After so long of realizing that I will not die of natural means, it's one of those that I eventually just decided that rather than fretting over what will happen in the future, I'll just enjoy what I have until it's gone."
I nod thoughtfully. I take a look around, and I sigh in relief. Well, this is actually pretty great. I've never really been able to talk to someone like this. It's very relaxing. And honestly, this place is really beautiful too, so that helps a lot.
He chuckles and says, "You have a strange sense of beauty."
Yeah, kind of comes with the territory. If you've seen how the Dragonlands were before, and then see this place, you can see why I would view it as such a beautiful thing.
He shrugs and says, "I was never able to visit that place. My earliest memories have always been the city of my homeland, followed by..." He shudders and he says, "I'd rather not think about it anymore."
Fair enough. Maybe one day if I get control of it, I can invite you over.
He chuckles and says, "Maybe by then there will be more animals here, and I will have no reason to need to stay. Then I would be glad to visit you."
Yeah, It's gonna be a while. Especially because for me to take over, I'm gonna have to go there myself and fight the Dragon Lord. If there even is one.
He shrugs and says, if there is or isn't, I don't think it'll matter that much. I mean, what's a title without a kingdom?
That is true. But if there's anything still left there, then it is a kingdom. And maybe if I take control.
He raises a finger. That's the problem. If. Until you see it, you don't know if it's there. And he gets this mysterious look like he'd just come across something incredibly intelligent to say.
I open my mouth for a moment before closing it, and I'm just like, you're right. I do have to go there to see if it's there. But honestly, I don't know a direct way to get there.
He shrugs and says, neither do I. I'm not very good at traveling places. If I can't walk there, then I'm not going to make it there anytime soon.
Yeah. Well, if there's a will, there's a way. We'll find out eventually if there's enough will to get there. If it's even there.
He nods and says, precisely. Eventually, I hope to see what is left of my homeland. I'd imagine that it did not escape unscathed, but my people are resilient people. And he thumps his chest with... And it kind of sounds like a really thick drum when he does so. And he says, I'm sure there are at least some of them still alive.
I smile. I know I saw one earlier, and there's no way that idiot could be the only one. So, there's definitely got to be some more out there.
He gives you a wide grin and says, see? And I'm sure you'll find more of your kind as well. And thumps you on the back. Which, roll strength.
This is going to go well. Face planted into the ground. Oh.
You were able to hold your ground pretty well against the almighty slap to the back that you just received. It does sting a little, though.
Yeah.
He continues grinning and looks out towards the center where the city is and says, I'm hoping that your friends and you are able to free little sister. I don't know what happened in there, but I haven't heard from her in so very long.
Don't worry. We'll find out. One way or another, no matter what the future holds.
He looks at you, this time with a much more serious and grave face. I am assuming that you have already spoken with Shade. He is the last of those without malicious intent towards those we were wronged by.
Yes, we have. And we got quite a bit of a show with a certain motherfucker pulling the strings while we were there in the visits.
He nods sagely and says, the Puppeteer. I've always hated that one.
Yeah. And eventually we'll end up crossing paths with that one. So I'm gonna find out if I'm gonna hate him too.
He shrugs and says, "Good luck finding him. He likes to hide behind his puppets."
And seeing that he has no problem using other people as puppets, we got one hell of a way to look for.
He nods and pats you on the head and says, "I wish you all good luck."
Take a moment, and then I look at the ground before looking back at him.
He leans in close and says, "Speak, I can't hear you."
We're gonna need more than luck, and I wanted to ask you a favor. Can you show me some of your fighting techniques?
He looks a bit surprised for a moment before he says, "Training in the fighting style that I learned from my youth takes more than a night, little one. Not to mention that though it doesn't appear so," and he flexes the oversized muscles, actually have quite a bit of power given to me through the experiments. He stands up and says, "Behold!" And as he starts to flex, he almost triples in size.
Whoa.
He nods and says, "Other than my beast empathy, all of my abilities are focused on empowering me. I can't affect others like my siblings." And he shrugs as he kind of deflates back to regular size. "But I am second only to war in my abilities with strength."
So, war is the strongest?
He nods.
Oh, this is gonna be one hell of a trip. But still, I know I can't learn everything in one night. But at least something before I go. Sure, you got tons of magical strength, but you still got tons of physical. So maybe we can just work on that aspect instead of the magical end?
He rubs his chin, and for a moment he pauses before saying, "There are a few things that I could give you tip-wise, but you would have to apply them for an extended period of time for them to work."
I'll definitely keep it up. Trust me.
He leans over and whispers some things into your ear before grinning widely and saying, "And keep that up for a while and you're sure to at least get stronger." He shrugs. "Combat actually takes experience."
I smile. Thanks. Definitely will keep that in my notes. You wouldn't mind if I try getting at least a little bit experience tonight?
He scratches his chin and says, "Are you sure you really want to try that?"
Come on. I'm a dragon. I'm pretty tough as it. Sure, I won't be the best fight you have, not by a long shot, but I got quite a bit on me.
He rubs his chin and says, "I suppose I could hit you with the same that I hit your companion with. Perhaps that will be safe enough." And
Alright, let's try.
go ahead and roll perception. So you don't see any outward changes at all. But he does stand up and say, and give you the come at me gesture.
I basically prepare myself for a lunge and come at him the best I could.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
Fuck you, Dice Maiden. Just a major fuck you, Dice Maiden.
So as you come lunging at him, he says, "Your form is too sloppy. You telegraph your moves far too much." As he sidesteps. Go ahead and roll to either parry or dodge. Yep. So go ahead and roll a parry or dodge.
Where the fuck is my dog? I genuinely forgot where that is.
It'll be up where your movement stuff is. So if you're encumbered, it'll be different for the dodge. Can you find it? Should be up towards the top right.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. It's literally the same. Ah! Dodge.
So you managed to avoid the heavy punch that... It still leaves a bit of a dent in the concrete, but it doesn't seem like he was hitting with all of the strength that you saw earlier. Now it's your turn. You can go ahead and attack. Okay. So is that a punch or a claw? Because you should have talons or claws or whatever it's marked as.
Slash. Yeah, it's claws.
Okay. So, hold on just a second. I'm rolling something. Yes, so as you go in for the attack, he attempts to parry, but you just manage to get past and strike a long gash along his midsection. Although it doesn't seem to have done much, which you still need to roll damage. See, it did nothing whatsoever, but you can at least know that you hit him.
At least I got something done.
It is now his turn. Go ahead and roll the dodge. Okay. And So... Oh. So you get lucky. He hits you for 14 points of damage.
I have damage resistance, though. So it technically does no damage.
Exactly. You got lucky. But he does hit you hard enough that you bounce.
I could just picture Moop just being sent flying a bit, rolls, and then just gets back up.
He grins and chuckles and says, "You're a resilient one, aren't you?"
Yeah, pretty much.
He claps a bit and says, "I'd imagine, though, this would probably go on much longer if we were to simply stand here and duke it out all night. And your companions will no doubt be wondering where you are."
That is true. So we will have to end it either here or very soon. But either way, it was great.
Nebula steps up to you and says, "We should probably return, as we did not leave them with a guard."
Oh yeah, true. Thank you for your time.
The Beastlord waves as you say that, and you are once again blinded as you are teleported back to the party.
Ah. I blinked a few times once we're there. That light I am not gonna get used to.
Nebula shrugs and asks, "So are you satisfied now?"
I turn to her with a smile. Yeah, thanks a lot. I hug her.
She hugs you back with a gentle smile before saying, "I suppose we should wake up the next watch."
I go and wake up Vigil.
I guess it's my turn to watch.
Okay.
Yep.
And Nebula will wake up. Let's see. We'll wake up Muddy.
Why'd you have to make me do watch with this idiot?
Sorry.
I look across and death stare at Muddy.
I equally death stare back.
It's not gonna last long, trust me. Watches are over before you know it.
Whatever. Anyway.
I bury myself for sleep.
Dig a hole. You gotta dig that hole. Is it perception that we roll when we're on watch?
Yes.
Yes.
Perception.
Sorry, I was having to deal with something real quick.
It's okay.
Okay. Let's see. Both of you passed. Okay, so for the most part, there is nothing of interest happening.
Aside from an intense staring contest between Muddy and Vigil.
And you guys not actually going to do anything, or?
I mean, that was the last watch, wasn't it?
Yes. So, are you waking up
Yeah.
the party?
Yeah, just wake up the rest of the party then.
Okay.
Sprinkle some water droplets on everybody.
That is the most aggravating way to be woken up.
I am underground, so
I dig you up and then start sprinkling water.
the moment you dig me up, I wake up.
Why am I wet?
I don't know. Must have rained in the night. I think it rained in the night, guys.
I look around at the ground around me to see if the ground is wet.
Why did you try watering me?
And
Just try and make sure you grow big and strong.
Mighty, the ground does not appear to be wet. I just see a kelpie.
Moop is just going to grow like a flower.
Where? You see a puppy where?
You.
Oh yeah. You're right. You are absolutely correct.
Mighty, why do you keep waking us up by pouring water on us? Because I know this is not the first time this has happened.
I just wipe my face. I'm not a flower, Muddy. I am a dragon. We don't grow like that. We grow if you give us gems and stuff like that. That's how we grow.
Keep that in mind.
Just don't give her magical gems.
No, you can give me magical gems. Just make sure they're not ones that explode when bitten into.
I'm not a magical expert, but I do believe that is probably most enchanted gems.
Actually, you'd be surprised.
It depends on the enchantment.
I can always give it my best shot to figure it out.
Yes. Finds magical equivalent to a gem grenade. Ah, yes, this is not magical.
Wait.
Nom! It was more than a grenade, Nameless. That was a fairly sizable bomb.
And I took no damage from that.
I took so much damage from that.
I mean, it was the equivalent to like at least half a pound of C4.
Oh my god.
Hey, what's up, Doc?
So, Moop, I see that you found a newfound sense of confidence in your appearance.
Why do you ask?
Well, so you no longer feel the need to wear the mask anymore.
Huh? The mask feels my face. Oh no! The mask! The mask! Oh my god! Where is it? Where is it? I look through the dirt.
Nebula holds up the mask.
You're a lifesaver. Thanks.
She shrugs and says, I figured you wouldn't want it.
We'll just keep last night between us, alright? I say as I put on the mask.
So, also, for those of you that were, that saw Moop without the mask, Moop has her face back.
Well, that's good.
I'm very out of it. Doc, what did you give me?
Drugs.
I have no idea, but whatever it was certainly strong. You were saying some weird things, Nissa.
LSD. It was literally LSD.
Nissa, you were trying to narrate being asleep.
I narrated accurately.
I feel like you did a fairly good job.
I wouldn't describe saying snoring sounds as being particularly accurate, but I suppose.
You did a show-worthy performance.
I think a show-worthy performance would have been actually faking snoring, but you know. Eh.
Maybe it was a show for blind people.
Blind people can still hear you making snoring sounds without you saying snoring sounds.
Yeah.
I think you just have bad taste in theater.
Yeah,
Are you sure that you're not the one with... whatever.
Y'all are...
So, you guys have...
Awesome. Look, you seem to be pretty cheery.
Hmm?
That is good. I said you seem to be a bit cheery. That is good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
had a good sleep last night.
I am glad.
By the way, Doc, I think you should check up on the others. They're really not looking that very good.
Is Doc going to do a doc roll?
Thanks for pointing it out.
I knew he didn't
How
quite
about they
figure
look
out
just
what
as
was
bad
going
as
on.
usual?
What?
Doc just called us all ugly.
Yes. So everybody gets the extra point.
If he ever manages to fail that, I'm honestly going to be impressed.
Now I'm back up to
You should be afraid.
Yeah, because if Doc fails that, it's a crit fail.
That's literally, yeah. Literally the only way.
Let's just hope that doesn't happen.
And, there's not much you can do, medically speaking, for a crit fail that would not be uncomfortable. So,
I feel like we would end up taking damage.
oh, thank you for that.
Huh.
Get some actual slideshow going while we actually do this. So,
Yes, the 50% Nasa slideshow.
it's not my fault that that's what the majority of that slideshow has.
Technically, it's all of our faults.
That is exactly what he's going for.
I have been doing arts. Y'all need to step up with the arts. And lightning is about to step up here. What
So,
the fuck?
are you guys ready to head to your next destination?
I guess so.
What
Last
is-
time I remembered, you guys were talking about the Puppeteer. Especially since, you know, you've already had to deal with him once. Sort of.
Oh, yeah. There's something I know about the Puppeteer, which shouldn't be at all. That bastard likes to hide and use his puppets as a way to hide. And given that he has no issues using other people, we're in for a shitstorm.
But they're like metaphorical puppets, right?
Here's the thing.
When has anything here been metaphorical, Doc?
I mean,
Well, he's a puppeteer, and he's been manipulating other creatures.
Okay, did Rat King have metaphorical rats? Did Beastlord have metaphorical beasts?
yes, because animals are just adorable. They're not beasts. They're just little cute poofs. Even if fish.
Not the point, Moop.
They're just adorable.
What about this pattern leads you to believe that the puppeteer would have metaphorical puppets?
The fact that we already met the doll maker. And he's
So
not
the
called
doll
puppet
maker have metaphorical dolls?
No, she had real dolls, but she was called a doll maker. And this is the puppet master, not the puppet maker.
And Rat King was called the Rat King. Beastlord was called the Beast Lord. Not Rat Maker or Beast Maker.
Well, the Beastlord was in fact a beast, but I'm still surprised the Rat King was not a rat.
Regardless, I still do not see what line of logic led you to believe that the puppeteer would have metaphorical puppets.
There is a chance that we might end up being the puppets, though, so we gotta be careful.
See? Metaphorical puppets.
I think we would become very much real puppets.
Actually,
Has a puppet changed between your time and mine?
Because
Wait.
this entire group is a mess.
I am the mess. We're on messes, actually. I don't know why I said thing.
I believe that was the consensus right now. So, are you guys going to start heading towards the Puppet Master?
What is it?
Yep.
If I remember correctly, let me pull up the map that we had.
Should it be that far off?
Yes, you just have to go past the Farseer.
Doc is entirely ready for this. Sun's out, guns out, as he draws his pistol.
I'm going to need to stand back a bit. I still don't know the...
You know, normally I would caution against that, Doc, but in this instance, I'm actually not going to.
Well, it's one of the few ones we know that is actively working against us.
As much as I would love a peaceful resolution like we've managed so far, I'm not sure that's possible from here on.
You guys going to do the travel?
We shall do the travel.
Mm-hmm.
Roll the perception.
Oh yeah, by the way, Mom, you never told me. How do I say this?
Yes?
How addictive is the thing that you gave me?
Isn't LSD supposed to not be addictive?
Yes, it's a non-addictive drug.
I mean, all drugs are inherently addictive.
It's not addictive as far as drugs go.
Yes.
Every single one of them is inherently addictive.
I think there is a technical difference between habit forming and addictive, but I cannot remember.
I am going to say that you do not need to roll for the LSD. I will solve that problem now.
Petrol, you need to clip just that line out of context for a blooper.
Now,
You do not need to roll for the LSD.
I passed it, so long as there wasn't any,
also what Moon sent. So, you guys don't see anything of note on your way to the Puppet Master's domain. But when you get there, you do notice that it does kind of look like a crazy drunken spider lives where he is. There are strings everywhere. There's just a network of like string that is all over the damn place.
You know, I think we're at the Puppet Masters.
Years.
Doc switches his pistol for a scalpel.
Takes out the sword. Okay, you should be very careful. Because frankly, if I remember... never mind, I don't remember at all. I completely lost it.
So, do you guys do the enter? The gate is slightly ajar.
Oh,
we like have to.
That's not concerning at all.
Is the door made of glass and has a lid?
We should probably be careful about this sort of thing, because,
Petrol? No, bad. Bad Petrol. Bad Petrol.
Yes, I'm glad that someone heard that. That was good.
onwards.
So is everybody going inside?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Petrol, it's always sad when you make a joke that's bad for you.
So, when you guys get inside, unsurprisingly, the door slammed closed behind you. And
oh, what a surprise! It's almost like we've seen the same trick 3 times.
Puppet Master, if you can hear me, I want you to know that you're being very cliche. I'm disappointed in you.
For those of you close to the door, which should still be everybody, roll perception.
Oh wow, I critted.
What a useful roll to crit.
I pass.
I pass.
Okay. So everybody else hears the strings. Petrol gets to see the strings, but there are lots of strings across the door right now. You can hear the sound of, like, if you guys have ever heard something where it's like pulling the string taut and you get that weird kind of twingy noise.
Yeah.
I had this one dot.
And
I was gonna say Argo suddenly grabbed base.
like as that is happening, a voice echoes out across the apparently still working intercoms. Give me just a moment to.
I'm waiting for the fucking purple guy voice on the phone.
Oh.
I am not going to hello. I just have to
so
find.
Funny though.
I think. Because I don't want to just use Radio Demon. Oh, here we go. This should work. Greetings. So, I'd imagine that we can dispense with the what's the word I'm looking for? Formalities. I'd imagine that we could dispense with the formalities. And this is so much harder when it's not up top. There we go.
Having trouble with the intercom, Mr. Puppet Master?
Say what?
I said, are you having trouble working the intercom back there, Mr. Puppet Master?
Shush. As is said, you can hear the sound of things rustling further in the building, which also has an open door at the moment. As the Puppet Master continues his announcement. Spiel. So, I know what you are here for, and you know that I crave a show. So, I have a proposal for you. It's a simple one. All you have to do is find me. If you can find me, I will drop my portion of the barrier. However, you can only bring what is with you, no magic. I see the Karen. And you have to find your way through without killing each other. At this, the intercom gives out a spray of static before he can continue. You do hear a stream of cursing as he tries to get it to work again.
Having some technical problems up there?
It does this the ancient
It's just performance anxiety happens to the best of us.
There we go.
I may not be one for electrical stuff, but I do know engineering. I may be able to help you.
No, that's fine. I don't have many guests, so I haven't had to use this in a very long time.
The fact that it's still working is a miracle.
Do you have the warranty? Maybe the company can replace it.
How do you know what a warranty is?
I read about it in a magazine.
How did you... Where in the waste did you find a magazine?
Same place I find medical books.
Now that interference is out of the way, I would appreciate if you go ahead and step in. Don't worry, my puppets are waiting for you.
But we're already in.
There's no reply from the intercom.
I step forward.
The door to the building itself swings open wider.
Vigil, I assume this is the first time that you've had the problem where someone can't tell you're in.
Yes, that's where I've had that problem.
I walk in.
I give Doc a inquisitive look. What?
I had the look that I am done with these guys.
So, is everybody heading inside?
Really quickly, I'm just going to make an inference and say that it is probable that that intercom needs to lead to something, and if it leads to something, then we can follow that to find him.
Bold of you to assume that they will be staying in one place during the game.
Yeah, that's probably right.
So, is everybody heading inside?
Yep.
I'm already inside.
Okay, so
we're all inside. He stringed up the door.
That was for the courtyard.
Doc, I think the only time I've had that problem was when I was with that Minotaur the one time.
Now,
what are you talking about?
You are going to quit talking about Petrol's lack of penis and
ouch.
Continue in with the So, in the first room that you guys enter, yes, it is full of strings. Also, everybody roll a will check.
Oh joy. That's not good.
Okay.
Piss.
Okay.
I have the second highest will, and I'm the only one to fail.
So.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Oof.
I am going to do a thing, but for those of you in the room now, which is all of you, there are 4 large wooden puppets standing at the opposite end, guarding the only door into the next area.
I wonder if these have anything to do with it.
What do you?
I walk up to those 4 puppets.
I train a gun on a puppet, just in case.
I poke on.
Okay. So, Petrol, you're going up to poke a puppet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the puppet moves jerkily and makes a wild swing with a heavy wooden hand. Misses you by inches.
Well, that was close. Note to self, do not poke the puppets. They will poke back.
I don't get why you're surprised about that.
all of the puppets have started moving. Also, Hacks, do the thing.
Which, I guess, do you want me to just use a punch?
Did you already have your firearm out?
No.
Then no. You just do the punch.
I had my firearm out.
That's what I was asking.
That's what he asked.
I had mine now.
Do you want me to do the punch? Get your firearm out. No. Then no. Do the punch.
Okay. Vigil, you did not see this coming. You are getting beamed from behind. So, roll damage.
What is it? 1d... Wait, punch 1d minus 3.
Dice mate? Oh,
1d
1d6. You need to put the 6.
True. Okay, this is true. Wait. Yeah, Dice Maiden is not just set up for GURPS. Sometimes forget that. Hey, I actually did a damage.
Now, where are you hitting exactly?
I wasn't aiming for anywhere in particular, so...
Technically,
So
it would
damage,
be
got
torso, but you just got belted from behind. We're going to say
Yes.
the back of the head just for the, like, mechanically it was torso, but, you know, endgame it was back of the head.
Still does 0 damage. So I turn around and, like, stare at Clinker. What was that for?
Clinker is standing there staring at his own hoof. I have no idea.
Oh, it's not like we know that there's someone that pulls the string and have been able to, I don't know, control other people against their will.
Yeah, I
What
think
did I
he has
tell
a
you?
point.
Metaphorical puppets.
Doc, I would not exactly call my hoof metaphorical in this instance.
I'm going to put my gun away.
No, but in this case, you are metaphorically his puppet.
Really
I think I'm
quickly,
literally his puppet.
I want it to be known when I'm
Are you
ready.
made out of wood?
I don't think puppets necessarily need to be made out of wood.
They don't! Guys, just stay... Don't stay vigil. Vigil's a dumbass.
So,
Just stay alert.
Yeah, that's true.
Doc, you nearly avoided getting thumped.
I check Clinker for any strings.
Roll perception. At a -2. Yes, you see nothing.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I get the feeling that's not possible.
Clinker,
I swear this isn't me, Doc.
you do feel something, and starting now, you can attempt to resist. You will get 3 different rolls you can make. You'll get a will roll, a strength check, and a health check to try and each one gives you a -1 to your attack until you can try and break free. So you can impose penalties on yourself.
Okay, so starting with... Do you want me to just do all 3 right now?
You can go ahead and do all 3 right now.
Thanks, Dice Maiden.
So far you have a 0 negatives.
Thanks, Dice Maiden.
Is that a crit fail?
I think 17 to crit.
For a 10 though.
Sheet. Where's the
There's
thing?
See.
Okay. Critical
Where
failure.
is...
No, I have to be a 6 for it to be 16.
Is it? Okay. Just making sure.
And then health check.
See, I knew what the fuck I was on about. It had to be 17, I was right.
Thanks, Dice Maiden. You're really helpful today.
Yes. So, we are going to go ahead and move to the rest of the group's turn. It is not yet the puppets' turns. What do?
I'm going to try to...
I'm gonna try taking down one of the puppets with the spear.
I'm going to back up and try to attack the same one, just in case.
So you're going to shoot one of the puppets?
No, I am not shooting it. I don't
No.
trust using a gun in this scenario.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to punch a puppet.
Yes, exactly.
Well, roll to hit. Okay, both of those hit. So roll damage. It does nothing to try and prevent these attacks, by the way, on either front. And are you two attacking the same one?
Yes,
Okay.
We're working together.
So you guys go in for an attack on one of them. You shatter its torso, but it's still hanging there. And okay. Nasa, block or dodge or parry.
Parry.
Okay, roll to parry.
I just double checking. Yes. Parry.
So it still feels like somebody just hit you with a solid chunk of wood, because that's exactly what just happened. But you managed to stop the blow. Doc, what are you gonna do?
Continue checking Clinker for strings.
Roll your perception. At a -2 still.
No.
You still see nothing. Vigil,
Yes.
what do?
Are any of the puppets lined up at all?
No,
Like
not
in a
really. At
straight
this point,
line?
they have jerkily moved about the room enough that they are not in a straight line.
Okay, I'm going to try and beat the shit out of the one that Moop and Nissa are attacking.
Okay. Roll to hit. While you're doing that, Muddy, what are you going to do?
So I can't actually see any of these strings?
Well, you see strings all around the room. You see strings attached to the big puppets, but you don't see any attached to Clinker. Unless you can pass the perception.
And...
5 damage.
I have no way to cut any of these strings. I don't know. Can't do anything.
So you do more damage to what is left of the torso, but it is still hanging upright. Right, I guess you could say it's upright. It's hanging there still, but it hasn't moved.
so its individual body parts are being held up.
Yeah, it's almost like every part is connected with strings.
I don't know if you guys have seen marionettes very often, but they're very rarely actually just held by the like the feet or the torso. It's normally the feet, hands, maybe one or two in the back, and something on the head.
Yeah.
So
hypothetically, could I use like an ice dagger to try and cut?
So that is a projectile attack. Yes, you could try, but it is
it
going to be difficult. Because you are literally trying to shoot a string.
A string. Dang, so hard. What? Don't even. What?
You would need to. Did you roll? You did not roll. You would also need to roll a perception to try and see the strings on Clinker.
I can try to see them?
Yes, you can try and see them. It's a -2. And you roll your perception -2.
Okay.
So you have to beat that instead of what you would normally beat. Or like, yes, so you do the C. You see this shiny strings attached to the Clinker.
Okay, I can see them now, but I still can't do anything to the strings. I'm trying to look at my list of skills, and nothing is like.
Moon.
What you thinking?
I'm trying to figure out a way to like cut these strings, but I don't have anything that can do that, and I don't know what else I would possibly do in this situation.
You could hold the string out so Doc can cut it.
Sure, I'll just wait. You're still on the ground though, right?
Also,
I don't think I was ever on the ground.
Oh wait, that makes sense. Actually,
Also has spare scalpels if you like one.
sure. Actually, can I just yank on one of the strings and see what happens?
Are you yanking up, or are you just trying to yank it down?
Yank it down. Not yank on Clinker, yank on from wherever it's attached.
Okay, roll strength.
Gosh.
I'm at a -10, actually, I should mention.
Oh my god!
No!
You're trying
You can still crit! You can still crit!
Yes, there is a possibility.
So 0?
No,
0.46. Thank you, Moon, for the number just a minute ago.
Thank you.
Yes, the string from that direction does not seem to give even slightly.
Unfortunate.
It is now the puppet's turns. And with Muddy being the closest target, Clinker is going to attack Muddy.
Oh, joy.
Okay. Can me.
Yes. So Muddy, since you know he is there and it would have known that somebody's probably going to attack if you're that close to him, you can roll to parry or dodge. Do you know where those are? So your dodge will be up where your movement thing is, and your parry is down where your melee combat is. You should have like a punch, and parry will be in that line.
No, parry's all the way up with You'll say whether she can parry or not. Yeah. And then dodges in that separate category.
So it's not a punch.
So
Wait, is it a...
If you go to your punch and follow the line along to the right, it'll have whether or not you can parry in it and what the number is.
Well, punch is 9.
You just gotta roll a 9 on us to parry.
Hold on.
And then dodge is where?
Dodge is up by your encumbrance level.
Oh. I don't know what.
Where is what I'm looking.
Like, I see where it says dodge in the numbers, but I don't know which line I'm supposed to follow.
Well, do you have any gear on you? If so, how much does that
So,
weigh?
if you look in melee weapons, it's not actually where...
I see where parry.
Okay, so natural attacks. The third natural attack, if you follow it along, that is your punch. And your normal one is 13. You have to roll a 9 to parry. And if you go up below the point box, where it says encumbrance, move, and dodge, your dodge is 8.
So we're gonna go with parry, more likely. Oh. Please? Ooh. Look at that.
Congratulations, you have successfully parried.
Jeez. I mean, I'm so stealth. Wait, no.
I think this is more times than I've attacked in the entire rest of the campaign.
So,
Why are you being so violent?
see. Okay. Vigil. Dodge or parry.
Yes. Parry.
Okay, roll to parry.
Aha. The parry was successful.
Give me just a sec. I want to switch the sounds up a bit. Yeah, this sounds like it'll work fairly well.
Maybe a bit dramatic.
Yeah, the monster roar is a little too much. We'll just go with this for now. Well,
I didn't know it was Halloween.
so, see. Yes, you are able to parry the monster. Shush, Moon. Okay. Doc, one of the puppets has moved in to your territory and is going to attack. And is going to go do a fairly decent job. Do you block or parry? Or dodge or parry?
I parry.
Roll to parry.
I do not parry.
You do not parry. Okay, he hits you hard. Do you have any damage reduction?
No.
Okay. Take 6 points of damage from wooden bludgeoning thing.
Youch.
Okay.
The 12 of us are going to catch a bullet.
Asa. The broken one hanging next to you goes for another swing.
I am going to bury.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Buried.
Okay. And Nebula gets attacked by the last one, which she parries. She does not look very happy about being in combat at the moment, though. So, it is now the party's turn, with the exception of Clinker. We'll do the two children first.
I want to try to see, like, above. What's it called?
The two
I
children.
want to try to
So
see
Nasa and Vigil then?
if I can get the strength.
Hey.
So you have to see the strings first. Or are you attacking the strings on the puppets? The big puppet.
I'm Clinker first. I want to get them out the farm.
So -2 to perception.
I want to hit another part of it. Whichever part is closest, which I'm thinking is, depending on where I landed, it's either one of the arms or leg.
It would be one of the limbs, yes.
I did best by the way.
Do I take any penalties?
If you take a look at... Just a sec to open it up.
Because I'm just doing whichever one is the
You
closest.
were like normal humanoid, if I remember correctly. So your minuses to... So we'll say you're closest to the right leg, which would give you a -2 to hit. I believe a -2. The one I have readily available is actually a quadruped, so I wasn't sure.
Right leg is -2.
Okay.
Let's see if I hit.
So yes, you have seen strings.
I hit.
Is it possible for me to try to cut the strings? You know what I mean?
With what? Also, you hit, so go ahead and roll damage. You're trying to cut the strings. You need something to cut with.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
You literally should have knives on you.
Okay, who but me and Doc carries knives?
Oh, I actually carry a knife. I can use a knife.
Also have, because I have scalpel, the sword, technically the spear, because of the head.
Okay, so all of the sensible people have knives. Got it.
I have a knife.
I have a knife skill, but no knife.
I'm going to try to use a knife.
Good job! How did you pull that one off, Petrol?
Do you have a knife skill?
No.
Then you're going to roll your melee combat -3.
He does not.
Melee combat -3. So would that be my boxing then?
Yes.
That would be that, right? Okay.
Just goes to punch with a knife.
Ooh, I got it.
You are able to sever strings. Clinker is free. I'm not going to have you roll for each and every string.
Yeah. You're free.
How many strings were there?
Enough.
Yes.
I can't even shake my hoof.
So, That is the 2 children. Doc. You have been clubbed by one of the puppets. What do?
Dog.
Okay, moving on. Vigil.
Hello?
Hey, there's
He's
Doc.
back.
Alright. My Discord decided to be done.
Are you going to do a thing?
I assume Clinker is still currently possessed.
No.
Nope.
Oh, you missed all of that. Yeah, Clink's free.
Oh, sweet. How many dolls are still up?
3. One of them is only... well, technically 4, but one of them only has 1 limb. It's barely usable anymore.
Can I see the strings on the doll that hit me?
Yes, but they are taller than you. Substantially so. They are large and made of wood.
Well, in that case, I want to fast draw to my pistol and take a shot.
Just 1 shot, or are you spraying?
Just 1 shot.
Okay. Torso?
Yep.
Okay. You know what to do. Doesn't look like you fast
Well, yeah. Well, there goes my fast draw. So I guess that's just a normal switch now.
You gotta grab it out, fumble with it, drops to the floor.
I don't think that's
It's
a drop.
the indignation got to me.
You know, if he crit failed it, it would have dropped to the floor and discharged.
That wasn't that bad of a failed drop.
I mean, having it discharge implies that the trigger was somehow pulled. A gun won't just discharge if you drop it, and it's not on safe.
If it's cocked back and ready to fire, it will,
If it's-
depending on the
yeah.
type of gun it is.
Yeah,
That's highly dependent on the gun.
especially if it has a hammer mechanism that could get bumped, or
Unless
especially
it's
if
like
it's
a-
old.
Unless it's like a
Shit.
revolver or like 500 years old, it won't do that.
Petrol, I think all of our guns are 500 years old.
Good one.
So, is that all you can do, Moon?
Yep.
Okay. Vigil. What do?
Seeing the strings won't help me because I don't have anything to cut them with.
Oh, you can see the strings on the big puppets easy.
Yeah, unless I'm somehow able to shoot the strings down, which is not happening.
That sounds like a bad idea.
They are made...
Yes.
They basically look like standard marionettes, so there's a total of 5 strings. 1 for the
Yes,
head,
well,
and 4 for the rest of the body.
even if they were lined up enough, hitting them is a whole different story.
Mm-hmm.
Is this room big enough for me to summon lightning in to try and hit them?
Oh, this is a hilariously bad idea.
And
He also
the
said
answer
no
is
magic.
no.
Oh, yeah, true, good magic. That counts, yeah.
Yeah, that is also magic.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was also
Um,
looking at that part of my character sheet, but thinking that was a bad idea.
Could I try and slam into one of them enough to break the strings?
This sounds like a terrible plan!
That is not how strings break!
Go for it!
I mean, they break through force.
Vigil?
Yeah?
You're an idiot.
We already established this. What's the point?
Tell me, if you hit something that is just hanging from strings, what happens?
It moved.
Exactly. And here I thought you were one of the sciencey ones.
I am.
Lost his brain like 20 minutes ago. Or, actually, no, lost his brain before the campaign.
I think he lost his brain 2 and a bit hours ago when he woke up.
Did you have a brain?
Thank you. This is what we needed. So, do you see the problem with your plan?
Yeah. So aside from the mannequins, what else is in the room?
Lots of string. And your companions.
I would lend you my
Not what I was going for.
Dude.
I told you what was in the room.
No doors, no stairs, nothing.
There is a door on the far side.
Door being guarded by the puppets, if you were paying attention when we entered the room.
He wasn't, you can tell.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna go up and punch one of the other mannequins.
No, Cammy, you have to do /flip and then the text that you want flipped. Also, I think that's a bot that does that.
Yeah, it's probably a bot.
So,
I guess I'm just gonna try and beat shit out of one of the other mannequins then.
you're not gonna try and shoot anything? You're always excited to pull out that rifle.
I have limited ammunition right now.
How many bullets do you have?
7. I started this place with 15.
Man, he chews through ammo.
Yeah. Each kill is one bullet gone.
So,
yeah, I guess I was gonna go to one of the other ones and try to punch them.
roll to hit. Okay.
So yes, that's it. Zero damage, lovely.
Yes. You go in for a dramatic punch, and it wiggles slightly. So, Muddy. You can attack the puppets.
Okay. Hmm. I guess, can I just punch it?
You're not gonna try and use one of your spells?
I can? I thought we weren't allowed to use, like, magic, though.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would technically count as magic.
Nameless forgetting his own rules.
Such a silly goose. So yeah, I kind of don't have much.
Okay, well, roll the hit.
How do I?
Discord.
How do I roll it? I've never hit this game.
So you'll roll 3d6, and you're trying to get under the 13 that is your natural attack punch.
Yours is a 13? No fair, mine's only a 12.
Oh, wah.
Boo-hoo.
Not that I, ever attack anything, so.
I did it.
Okay.
That
hits.
Aim as a sword require a separate skill.
Roll damage. It requires a sword skill.
Yeah, so I guess it's not going to work. Oh, no, I go. Cameo's not going to work.
So for you, damage is 1d minus 3. So roll 1d6 minus 3. Still more damage than petrol.
Yep.
That's the important part.
Get heckin' pwned.
Okay. The broken one, the string's still holding it up, snap, and it drops to the ground. Okay. Doc.
Yeah.
I need you to either parry or dodge. And why are you watching me?
Because you tried to get Bun to break the rules.
Okay. That
Passes.
okay.
Very well, too.
Okay. And that one misses. That one misses. Party turn. The two munchkins first.
Is the one I got completely down?
Yes, its string snapped when it tried to attack.
Aha. To the next. Oh, well, actually, which one is the closest to that? Because if everything moved around, gotta be point with that. Also notices I'm alone.
How many are still up?
3.
One of the ones that haven't been attacked yet, I just want to see if I can spot the strings on it.
Are you asking if you can spot the strings on one of the puppets?
On the puppets, you can just see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything special. They are taller than you, though. Significant. They're tall, skinny-looking things.
In that case, I'm just gonna finish off the one that we were working on, just to make it a bit easier.
I didn't know Link was in this campaign.
No, I do not want the accident face in the picture. Joe, shut up, you know what picture it is.
What?
Don't worry.
So
I am going to attack that one, so that would be... Yes.
okay.
Does it hit? Like, is it doing anything? Or...
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Sorry, what? Sorry. Had to bounce for
I hit the thing. And, yeah.
Okay. So as you hit the thing, there's a loud twang noise as all the puppets drop to the floor. Oh my! Whatever just happened?
I don't know. Why did they fall?
Oh, don't look at me. Perhaps you should proceed.
I think I'd like to look at you.
I literally can't look at you right now.
I
don't
think
see pictures
looking at you is our goal right now.
Yeah, what Clink said.
Well, we're looking for you.
But you'll just have to wait. Why would I make it that easy? Now that you've vanquished my puppets, perhaps you should continue through the door?
Alright.
I feel like this is a trick. I don't see another way forwards, but this is definitely a trick.
I'm gonna take a look at the puppets.
I'm gonna step forward.
They are featureless wooden puppets.
I'm gonna look
of
up
a
to see if
humanoid
I
shape.
I'm going to just quickly, while they're on the floor, I'm going to cut their strings.
Can I fly up to the ceiling to try and see where the strings were coming from?
So, by the looks of it, they are coming through everything from the floor, or like not the floor, the ceiling panels to like the there's some grating that is stuffed with them, but it's just kind of coming from everywhere. It is basically lining the ceiling at this point. And any attempts to move the gratings or the ceiling tiles, it's too heavy. Especially since you have no leverage.
I mean, it's a are these just like your standard, like, I don't know, they're almost like drywall ceiling tiles, or are these like like stones? Seems like a good yeeted rock would be able to break them.
They are straining to hold the amount of string, so...
Anyone want to yeet a thing at one of these ceiling tiles to see if we can just break it?
I'm cutting the strings on the remaining puppets, and then I'm gonna walk ahead with Moop. Because
anyone good at yeeting stuff?
I'm not good at yeeting.
The one who is good has moved on.
Yeah.
Usually I'm one who gets yeeted, so...
I did want to make sure it was known that I cut the strings, though. Like, Nameless.
I heard you.
Okay, I wanted to acknowledge.
I'm just waiting to say what Moop sees until everybody goes in there, because, you know, they're lollygagging.
Doc, you any good at eating stuff?
I just wanted to make sure there was no tricks.
Nope.
Like, oops, group gets split up and not, like, 2 people have to fight 3 puppets. Want to make sure.
I'm a stabber, not a thrower.
I kind of absent-mindedly kick the ceiling tile and return to the ground.
Yeah, I'm with Moop.
It splits and crumbles, but yeah, you only really get a good look at more of the string. Obscene amounts of string.
Well, there's too many strings to try and squeeze through there. Probably.
Are you guys just gonna step through there, or are you gonna try and overanalyze the ceiling again?
Hacks, there's nothing. Just go through the door, like the rest of us.
Fine.
Okay. So you guys walk through the room, or through the door into the room. Room is fairly small. Door shuts behind you, and as your eyes adjust to the light, you realize there's no door.
We've seen this trick too!
Oh, I'm sure you have. My sibling is much better at illusions than I. But I have a bit of something that you haven't seen yet. And with that, the floor beneath you drops out from under you. Like trapdoor style.
I fly.
Yes, wing.
Wings.
This is the thing.
Wait, can I fly? Probably not.
Give it a shot.
Let's see.
You have the flight skills. Oh, hold on. You have the plant skills, so you don't have to worry.
Puppeteer just comes in over the intercom, coaching someone.
Like, you should be able to fight. No.
But, yes.
I fought with everyone else.
What is this? You trying to ruin my fun?
Yes.
That is kind of our goal.
Doc, you fell with the rest of them. You can't really say yes. You're an earth pony. You have no wings.
I think they were talking to the 2 Pegasi that are currently flying.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to do this the hard way. And
I don't like hard ways.
As he finishes saying that, the strings above you bulge and kind of push out of the way as spikes drop from the ceiling. And you hear him cackle before he says, "Hope you're fast flyers!" As the spike ceiling begins to quickly descend towards you.
I'm going to...
Okay, wait. Quick question. How large around and how spaced apart are the spikes?
They're pretty large around, and they're spaced apart enough that you can't get away without getting stabbed.
Ah, okay. Because so many times in movies and video games, the spikes have large enough gaps you could just slide between them and be fine.
This is Nameless. Why the fuck would that be a thing?
Why would I make it that easy with somebody like you around? So you may want to get moving before you get stabbed.
Doing so.
So.
Yep, I'm going to go straight down with...
Drops like a peregrine falcon.
Everybody that made it into that room that didn't attempt to piss off the puppet master all landed on a pile of string. Because, there's just way too much of that around.
Is it like wire, or is it like nylon? Is it like nylon? Is it like steel?
It's enough string to be a floor.
It is a lot of string of varying types. And for those that were flying, you get to the bottom and the spike stops several feet above the pile that you and your companions land on. You are safe for the moment. You do get a cackle from the puppet master over the intercom.
With all of this string, I'm beginning to think he likes all of this a bit too much. Puppeteer, we get it. You like string. What are you going to tie us up next?
You play
about rope.
Okay. Alright, gotta be a bit more careful on this type of war.
So, you guys have been dropped into what appears to be a large theater. Everybody roll 3d6.
Oh, I don't like how high that roll is.
I don't like how ambiguous this roll is.
Okay. Okie doke. That answers what I needed. So.
That's not concerning at all.
You guys have dropped out of a chute into the theater area. What do
we gonna put on the play?
What type of... I want to look around.
I don't like this.
I do the perceives. I don't know if I can even see anything.
Either there's going to be a puppet show, and by puppet show, of course, I mean fighting, or we're going to be the puppet show. I don't like either of those options.
I think I'm gonna roll perception too. Yes and no.
Okay.
Wait, why am I being nothing?
So you were not expecting that. So first attack. Okay.
Holy, sorry.
Nameless, all I can say is good job.
Can I roll dodge or parry, or do I not get that opportunity?
Nope, not for the first attack, because you guys don't get you guys don't know for sure who's going to be the next one to belt somebody else.
Hold on.
Even if I have combat reflexes?
Even combat reflexes prevents you from doing things like freezing up in combat.
Alright.
It means that you have been in combat, and thus you know how to do the combat, and you don't go, oh god, somebody hit me.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
You mean me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, you're the opposite.
So, I'm still waiting for the other one to do the thing. Yes, roll damage.
Well, it would appear that we're the puppet show. Great.
Still waiting on the other one to do the thing.
Is it a basic swing or a thrust? No, that's swing, so...
I think the other one's an idiot.
Are they?
What? You good, Max?
Huh?
So, I wonder who the other one is, because I didn't get
I don't know who the other one is. Isn't me? I'm so sorry.
No, it's not
me.
you.
Okay, I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't need to tell me ahead of time, just do the thing. Okay. Do it the way Boop did it.
Ah, the idiot.
Yes, this is why it has taken so long.
I'd like to point out that wasn't my fault because Nameless fucked up.
I forgot to replace Vigil with Cameo because I just copy-pasted to try and make it faster. And then I said Cameo really afterwards.
But then you also said not you, so I'm like, wait, who is this meant for? It was very, very confusing.
I was trying to tell you not to hit Cameo, because otherwise I was telling you shouldn't hit yourself. Which I know you're an idiot, but you're not that big of an idiot.
Are you sure?
I could absolutely see Vigil hitting himself.
Also,
I do not know what you're talking about, Nameless. I could absolutely see Vigil.
If that is your skill, then that first one hits. Okay. Doc, you take 3 points of belt.
Whoa.
No. No.
Send him to jail. Someone please send him to jail. Please.
Do not collect $200. Go directly to jail.
So. Vigil, now is not the time for your advances.
I will let you, for those of you that are wondering, are not sure, because I feel like he is confused at the moment, you still have control of your mind and whatnot. This is literally just something is yanking your body around. So, for the two that are currently under the Puppeteer's control, you can go ahead and roll the 3 rolls that I mentioned earlier to impose penalties for the next attack.
It was will
Strength,
and what else?
will,
Strength.
and what was the last one? Strength, will,
Health.
and
Health check.
health. Yes.
I assume you have to passage to get the minuses.
I thought will was first, and then it was strength.
It doesn't matter the order.
Ah, Petrol, I see you're getting the same.
Yes, Petrol is having no luck.
Oh, he did better than me.
So you now have a -1 when you attack your companions under the Puppeteer's control. Okay.
Dice Maiden knows that what we're trying to do and says no.
Dice Maiden always says no to us.
The statistical chances of all of this happening is insane.
You also have a -1 when attacking a companion against your will, which technically it is against your will. Although from here on out, I think I'm just going to let you guys decide which of your companions you attack. So, it is now your companion's turn.
I'm going to try to roll perception to see if the strings are up.
Also, for the perception earlier for the theater, for the most part, there are no seats anymore. It's just a kind of stair-stepped area, and the stage has a curtain over it.
Yeah, what is the penalty for hardship for saying strings?
-2.
I want to make sure.
You do not perceive.
Alright, but I know there are strings up there, so I am going to try to take an attack at the strings that I cannot see above me.
Okay. So, it'll be a -6 since you are attacking blindly at a very small object.
With my knife.
Well, with your knife, it'd be a -8.
Can I read that? Or am I not allowed to, since I didn't mean to accidentally do it that early?
You can go ahead and try.
Okay.
It is a -8.
So that would be... Let's find that. Nope. I try.
Okay. So Nasa is currently wildly waving around over the top of Moop.
But
Who else?
You have a knife. Sorry.
Who else is going to do a thing?
I'll try and look with Nasa for the strings over Moop.
Everybody's like, free Moop!
Be careful, be careful because I've got a gun.
The Puppeteer does not seem to be in such precise control to be able to get us to draw a gun. But, I assume the same perception -2 that everyone else has been making?
Yes. Also, Doc, you can now see the string. You can also now see the string.
I can see the string. Do I get to try and do anything about it this round, or do I have to wait until next?
This round, you can make an attack at a -2.
Okay. Do I have to roll for combat paralysis before that, or...?
You are kind of under attack, so combat paralysis comes first.
Alright.
What does the bun do?
Hey, I don't freeze.
I'll try to see the strings, but...
And you said I have to make the attack at a -2.
Yes.
Well, my knife attacks are an 8 anyways, so we'll see how this goes.
Oh, buddy.
Why? Oh, there is.
Yes, that does the
Now
C.
hang on a second.
I can see.
I'm pretty sure that is a crit.
I do believe. Because it'd be based off the...
Do you
off
believe
the
you can fly?
Well, I'm... As Clinker, yes,
Do you
I
believe
can
you
fly.
can? Do you believe you can touch the sky?
Yeah.
You dream about it every single night and day.
For a 6. 16 is a crit fail.
Okay. Roll
So-
damage.
I'm really sorry about this cameo. So it was swing, so... 6. Why is my knife no different in damage from punching?
So, Cameo, you feel the... You feel the knife kind of clink off the top of your head as Clinker makes a very clumsy attempt at a swing. You're not entirely sure what he was swinging at, though, but you do know that he planted it firmly in between your ears. Or lack thereof.
Did like sparks fly from the knife hitting the scale?
So I got my knife lodged in Moop.
No, you dropped it.
Oh.
Which will take you a round to pick it up in GURPS.
Okay then.
And...
Hi, Moop. I was aiming for the strings.
Sure.
So,
The horns were in the way.
I
Does
don't
the-
think I've ever actually used this knife before.
does the bun attempt to do a thing with the strings? You can see them.
I can see them, but I can't affect the strings in any way, and I don't want to attack Moop.
You can pick up my knife that is currently sitting on Moop.
Can I?
You can have one of my knives.
Can I pick up the knife?
Yes. It will take you
Would
a
I be
round.
able- Oh, so I won't be able to do anything. with
A
it.
round
Nah.
is 1 second.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna. I'm good.
Butter is pretty sharp, isn't it?
Yes, but magic. So,
Is it magic if you're made out of it?
it is time for the two controlled ones to select a target and slap them. I want to point out that Moop is still carrying her spear, so spear slap.
Oh, this is even worse because, at least before it was just like...
You both have a -1, so...
Yes, but, remember what my spear is.
Yes.
Huh?
I'm aware.
Berry.
I'm concerned.
Rip, Clinker. I don't think that's a crit, so you're good. I'm pretty sure that is way too high for a crit.
So...
Can I roll parry?
Can I parry with the punch, or do I have to try and dodge?
You have to pair. Actually, I believe. How often do you have to roll for combat paralysis, Moon?
Here, I can... In any situation in which personal harm seems imminent, make a health roll. Do not roll until the instant you need to fight, run, pull the trigger, or whatever.
So is that a continuous thing?
I'm
I'm asking
the wording...
Moon.
Oh, okay.
Because it sounds like a continuous thing to me. Anytime you have to do a thing that involves combat. You know, like getting belted in the face with a spear. Moon. He lit up. Does anybody hear
I
him?
have no idea.
Oh, there you go.
Great!
DM's just gonna rule that you have to do it with each combat action.
So
there are similar disadvantages that are constantly a problem and to succeed, and then there's others that can be a problem at any time even after you succeed.
I'm going to say that this is one of them, because you don't just suddenly grow a pair of balls while in a fight just because you did a good job once.
I didn't even do a good job, Nameless. I dropped the knife.
So roll your health check. You were pretty good at passing these.
Apparently. So again, can I use the punch, parry, or do I have to roll dodge?
It would either dodge or punch parry.
Okay, well, the parry is higher, so I'm gonna go with that.
Then do that. If you pass, you parry.
That's not a pass.
Then you do not parry. Moop, roll damage.
Oh my fuck!
Well, that takes me to 0.
Okay, so yeah, literally rip.
Okay, well, that takes me to 0 immediately. Yep. What fun.
At a -2.
I'm sorry! No control!
Yes, Clinker is unconscious.
It's sleepy time.
Yay!
Ah, fuck!
So.
I'm about to just set myself on fire to get rid of these strings.
Wait, you can do that?
Actually, are they flammable?
That's why I asked what they're made of.
Asking the two people that are controlled by them. Let's see. And Nasad, did you pass your parry? Yes.
Yes, I did pass my parry.
Okay. You're assuming they're not.
Or so you can just hit Moop with Molotov?
You could attempt. It is y'all's turn.
I'm not going to interact with fire. I do want to see if I can see the strings now. I do see the strings now. I'm going to try to cut the strings.
Maybe we should hit Vigil with a Molotov too, just for good measure.
I think this is a good idea.
I am able to cut the strings.
Okay. So Moop is free.
Right, that is my turn.
Well, there goes the fire idea.
You could still technically set Vigil on fire.
No, you shouldn't do that, then I'm terrified of fire.
Yeah, but Vigil's more flammable.
Yeah, that's the point.
And then I'll probably have to give this awesome tranquilizer.
No, don't give it. That's my fire, that's not that. You shouldn't be trying to sustain
Can I do
unnecessary
anything when I'm free? Because I want to just apply first aid.
If you try to set me on fire, then the sound's not going to be the only one who's going to be
Not just yet. Everybody else has to go. Except for Vigil. You go before Vigil. So, Muddy, Doc, and Clinker still have to go.
Excuse me, what the fuck do you mean Clinker has to go? Clinker is unconscious.
Yes, I just remembered that as I was saying it. So, Muddy and Doc, what do?
How many more strings are on Vigil?
Nobody's gotten the strings on Vigil. You just have to make the one successful attack. Otherwise, you would be making like 7 attacks.
How many more strings are individual? Do-do-do. Windows error. Accurate assessment.
Okay. That hits, and you have freed Vigil.
Oh, finally.
This is met
can
with
actually
another
read.
cackle over the intercom as the puppeteer speaks again. Bravo, well done. But time for the main act, the grand finale. And with that, he lets out a whistle as the curtains pull back on the stage, and a very big puppet comes out. As in, you only see the upper half of it. It appears to be a caricature of what might have been at some point a Abyssinian dressed in black, wearing a top hat. It has big teeth in the jaws as it cackles with the intercom voice. And party needs to roll dexterity.
Moon appears to have created first aid. Am I awake now?
Yes.
Oh, convenient.
Everybody needs to roll dexterity or acrobatics, aerobatics.
Oh wait, that's... I can choose aerobatics or acrobatics? Yes, and I'll choose aerobatics because one higher.
So, do I get the chance to do this, or am I still, like, dazed from being
You
unconscious?
get a chance to do
minute
this.
ago? Okay.
So, one fail, two fails.
I don't think I have anything other than just straight dex, so it looks like that's what we're going with.
Let's
It
see.
would be 86.
Dex does anything. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You passed.
On the nose.
Yes.
Hey, I made it!
Okay, so for Doc and Nasa, you two get yeeted across the room as the puppet just kind of swipes across the entirety of the left side of the area. You basically get backhanded into the wall for 6 points of damage.
Nah.
Wait, Moon, do I get any health back from the first aid?
Oh, yeah, we both did first aid on you, actually. Hold up.
I don't think Moon rolled for that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. He critted.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about the actual healing.
Oh. Yes.
15 points.
Okay! I somehow come out of this with more health than I came into it.
Isn't that full for you?
The best thing that happened to you.
That is full for me. Okay then.
Maybe I should get the first aid at some point.
No, so I was like, no!
I'm in very pain.
Somehow getting whacked with Moop Spear was the best thing for me medically.
So, the
Prescribing sticks for some time.
members of the party that are still up also need to roll another dexterity, or acrobatics, aerobatics.
Design to mirror my resilience while being splatted.
Oh, I critted.
Okay, I still just barely made it.
Another one right on the nose.
Okay. So, I think that is everybody that didn't... No, the people that already got hit didn't need to roll again.
But
Although, good job passing. So, everybody avoided the second swing from the other arm. It is now the party's turn.
What if you tried the fire idea?
So my crit does nothing. Okay.
Well, you didn't take any damage, so that what do you want from me?
No, I know, it's just like the one time I get a crit where it doesn't matter if I get a crit or not, it's just, do you pass?
I wonder, what does this one sound like? Yeah, we can loop this.
Disturbing horrible piano.
Oh, that's terrifying!
What, I don't have
a bit quieter, that would be appreciated.
I can do that.
I feel like it requires skill to make it sound that bad.
It is literally called Cursed Melody.
It is very cursed.
It's atrocious, but it takes skill to make it that bad.
I could be wrong.
This thing is freaking humongous! How the fuck did it get in here?
What if we tried to, like, breathe fire on it? As afraid of it as I am, that might be good.
If it's made of wood, fire sounds like an effective weapon.
So,
excuse you, do you not see how big that thing is? Do you not see this room?
What are you guys gonna do?
Are there any visible strings on this one?
This one has cables.
Ooh. I
want to point out, it is very big. String is not going to quite do it.
Do they resemble elevator cables by any chance?
Well, on one side, yes. The other side looks like it is a lot of more organic fibers twined together, but still fairly thick cable.
So
someone with wings take my Molotov.
I want to, because this to me sounds like something that is a bit too big and complicated to just be controlled with strings. I could be wrong with that, but I would like to analyze it with my engineering skill to see if there's any mechanisms that could be, dismantled and exploited.
Okay, go ahead and roll. So
I think it passed.
I think it passed.
Looking at the monstrosity in front of you, you do recognize bits and pieces of what could have been remains of elevators and things like that are being used for simple hinges and joint movement, but for the most part, it shouldn't quite work as well as it's working, especially since the head keeps turning a full 360 every so often.
Exorcist.
Well, it has no discernible mechanism, which has me confused.
Magic. Or rather, lack there. I don't. Jesus shit.
About that Molotov. Can you, pass it over here?
Alright, here you go.
I believe his exact words were, "Someone with wings, take my Molotov."
Yeah. I'm going to do a bombing run.
Okay.
This'll go well.
So I assume aerobatics?
Yes.
Go get him, Mr. Wonderbolt.
Pass the aerobatic.
You should have put the reason in as B-52.
Okay. So, do you have throwing or any throwing skill of that sort?
Not that I'm aware of. Let me double check. Nope.
Dex -1, because you are still trying to hit a target.
Heart on the nose.
Okay. So you managed to beam the, I'm assuming you were aiming for the cable, correct? The organic one?
Wood. Yes, sure. Cables.
Okay. And Doc, roll the damage. Okay. That is... Yes, it is now actively on fire. Now, who's next? I would say that is...
I feel like someone needs to make a fright check.
What, you?
No, the one that's a pyrophobe.
Also you? Make that health check? You know, you just kind of got swatted at by a giant machine.
This is true.
Well, giant puppet animatronic looking thing.
I'm going to... That is not good.
Okay.
That one didn't go quite as well.
Yes, that is So Nassau is terrified, and Clinker is busy pissing himself.
I might be too.
So.
No one.
God damn it, Moon!
Everybody has gone except for Moop. And our
coming in for the
watery friend. Bun. You also need to do a thing. What are you going to do?
So it's like... I don't know how I can do anything that does not require using magic or spells.
Do you seriously not own a weapon?
I'm going to point out she owns nothing.
I have nothing. I'm just a puddle that walks around.
I would hand you one of the swords, but right now, I'm going in for a stab.
She's more likely to stab one of y'all or herself than she is to...
Yeah, would I know how to yield it? No. The answer is no.
I don't know, do you know how to yield it?
I didn't want to say anything, but I thought that's what I heard.
I don't think yielding it is very difficult. Wielding it, maybe. Yielding it, not so much.
Wait, what's the difference?
Yielding would be giving it to him.
Wait, huh?
You said yield, not wield.
If you yielded it, you'd be giving it over to someone.
Oh.
So,
no, wait.
Yield means to, like, give up.
Yeah, I don't...
You stabbing the, arm?
Yeah. Stabbing the motherfucker.
Okay. There is no resistance, so roll damage.
You did less damage to the monstrosity puppet than you did to me.
Excuse you! I think this ginormous is shit. Second of all, stop metagaming me, you piece of crap.
Whoa, okay! That's an abnormal roll for a D100.
Fucking the arm that you hit, the fire ate through the fiber, and the arm drops to the ground.
I like that 99. Let's get more of those.
We don't know if a 99 will be that every time.
So, now that everybody has had a chance to go, it is the puppet's turn. Now another big swipe. Everybody roll dexterity!
I presume I don't get to.
No, you're busy cowering.
Yeah.
Do I get one?
You have to roll a will check first. See.
Because fire.
Pass.
Pass one.
Pass. Another pass.
I passed
Fail.
both my will and my dex exactly.
Lucky.
8 points of damage as Moop is swatted into the wall.
Don't really get it though. But I am now in a wall. Ah!
Moop is tough bean.
So, it is y'all's turn again. It no longer has 2 attacks.
Am I able to have a turn
But
this
it
time?
did lose an arm.
Oh, let's take a look.
So,
Can't even see its legs.
yes,
if it
you
even
can
has
take
it.
a turn this time, Argo.
I'm going to try to shoot at one of the capos.
It is.
Good luck.
Will you even be able to see it right with the fire?
So it'll be a -5 to hit the cable. It is thicker than the cable or the strings, but it is still not easy to hit.
Spender.
Wait, isn't it a -7 to hit skull? On most things? Is this cable larger than a normal thing's skull?
Vitals are -3.
Okay, so that misses.
Maybe out of the wall.
Yes, you don't even have to roll anything. You just pop out of the wall.
Wait, did you say -3 or did you say minus?
Okay. For you, Nameless intentionally throw in a different number because Vitals are normally at -3, but it didn't pass.
Okay.
Yes, don't listen to Petrol. Petrol is not the DM.
Yes.
Do not listen to me for that. I can imagine. So when she slammed into the wall, it was just like that typical fucking.
What is the Moop gonna do?
Thing of like Moop. Attached to wall and falls forward.
Petrol is going to shut the fuck up. What is the Moop going to do? You are no longer in the wall. Hello?
I had an idea and then my brain just went when individual kept talking.
That's not right.
You want some more time to think? I can make Doc do a thing instead.
Yeah, for a moment.
Doc.
Gun, cable.
Same penalty as Nassau. Are you taking multiple shots or just one?
All of them.
All of them. You know what to do.
We appear to have ended up on decreasingly verbose.
I'm pretty sure that makes all of them hit. Am I wrong?
Nope, just 2 of them.
Just 2 of them? Okay.
Wow, minimum damage on one of those.
So, one of them just kind of pings off into the distance. You see a new hole in the ceiling. The other one does manage to snag a nice chunk out of the side of the cable. You can see metallic cables kind of splay out, but it's still holding.
Well, if it's like a steel cable and you snap some of the strands, they're under so much tension, they're gonna like snap back.
Not really.
Nobody asked.
Guys, remember campaign.
Move.
No, I'm just saying, steel cables.
Have you had? Did I ask you? Moop is talking. What you gonna do?
Good thing I have 2 spears.
Are you going to try the spear yeet?
Yes.
You should actually have it. Spear should actually come with a ranged option. So yeah, do the yeet.
It is still.
That is a yeet.
This one is not the good one, but still.
Okay. And Vigil and Muddy are the last 2.
I'm going to aim for cable.
Okay, you'll have to take a round to aim.
Yes.
You don't need to roll anything yet.
Yes, I realise that's why I stopped typing. The Discord's taking its time to catch up.
Muddy, are you gonna do a thing?
I don't think I can do.
I mean, you could punch the hand.
Okay, it's worth a shot.
Which one is punch again? 8? No, that's to dodge.
No, your punch is 13.
Of course.
Swing and a miss. Okay. Everybody roll dex.
Am I still cowering in a corner, or have I come back?
I don't know. Can you roll a will save?
Probably.
Nope. Oh, wait. That's somebody failing. Moop, you're gonna get smacked into a wall again.
That would be a successful will save.
Okay. Doc's getting smacked into a wall again. For 5 points of damage. Okay.
Here's the dot clock.
So. Is the doc still awake?
No.
Did you roll... Need you to roll a health check.
Yes.
Yes. Doc is not looking too good.
But awake!
So, Vigil will go last. Everybody else, what do you do?
I have to go get the... Doc, do you need help? Or will you be able to stand at least for a little longer?
I'll be fine for now.
I'll go get one of the good spear that was in the other arm.
Okay.
Gun spin.
Does that hit 2 still, or is that just 1? 2. Okay.
That's 2.
Yeah.
Doc has done more damage to the cable.
I don't see myself hitting the cable, so I'm gonna shoot for its stupid head. Actually, wait. It's gonna take me around to pull my gun out first, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm pulling my gun out.
Okay. Nasa?
I'm going to take another shot. Same penalty, right?
Yep.
Meaning I have to get... Use a -5, right?
Mm-hmm.
It.
Good job.
I just gotta remember the damage. Oh yeah. Alright. I hope that destroys the cable.
The cable is very much damaged, but not quite destroyed.
Damn. I did my best.
You have one more person that can do the shoot. Let's let them do the shoot. Penalty is a -5.
Yes.
He'll hit.
Well, only -2 for me.
He'll hit.
Is this the last cable or?
There was only 2 cables.
Okay. Wanted to make sure. Done.
So that hits.
Blam.
Roll damage.
So there aren't any modifiers to hitting that damage-wise, is there?
Nope.
It's just flat damage.
Just flat damage.
Of
So
course,
you-
it are the same damage as our.
You do the pew. And it gives a groan and snaps. And the puppet's head, the mouth opens wide, and a jet black Abyssinian steps out. He's very smartly dressed. As he claps, he is flanked by two very large puppets dragging large metal axes behind them. As he says, "Bravo, bravo." Quite the show, actually. But as promised, you've found me. I'm interested to see you deal with my siblings, though.
You might need to take a little rest. I cracked my back in pain.
So far, we've been doing an okay job.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I want to go for an apply first aid doc.
You can do that if you want.
When I get some first aid, I'm still in pain.
The
Doc takes aim.
What?
Would Doc be more comfortable if I did it?
No, not any of you at the Abyssinian that came out.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Petrol.
I think we all thought you were taking aim at Vigil, who was coming over to heal you.
No, I knew who he was referring to, and that sounded like.
Well, he crit on noticing that. Because I have him roll perception to see if he even noticed he was being aimed at. So he turns to Doc and says, "Oh, why the hostilities? No one was hurt too badly."
Speak for yourself.
Do you not see the condition they're in?
Oh, hush, they're not dead.
How much healing does first aid give?
There is a large difference between not dead and in good condition.
I never promised that I would leave you in good condition. I said I would drop the barrier once you found me. And you found me. And thus I have. And he gives a over-dramatic bow.
Bows back. Well, hopefully...
It's because pretentious pricks like you are why the waste will never improve.
He shrugs and says, "Who said I wanted to improve anything? I'm just here for my own entertainment."
I know you don't.
Mm-hmm.
He shrugs and says, I wasn't here for your approval, and I've given you what you wanted, so out of my house."
What's the horse equivalent of a middle finger?
Out of curiosity, how long has Doc been aiming for so far?
It would count as one round.
By the
alright.
I still have my gun out.
Oh, this is true.
Doc
I can
aims for
actually
one
do
more
a
round.
middle finger with my feathers.
What was that?
I said Doc aims for one more round.
Okay.
Also, what are the rolls in first aid heal?
6 minus 4 plus margin of success.
Right, how many d6?
1d6 minus 4 plus margin of success. I do have a question about the others before we leave.
He cocks his head to one side and says, "Oh."
So that's 7 healing for Doc.
Where'd you get 7 from?
You forgot
7 was the
minus
margin
4.
of success.
Oh yeah.
Baka.
Bro, y'all really do be making me lose my fucking train. Either that or it's the medicine. Oh my.
So,
do you remember the last thing do you remember the question you were about to ask him?
It was something along the lines. Okay, out of character. It was something along the lines of the others. So, I know. Fucking hell! Hold up. No, I do not know. My brain is still like, no, you're gonna fucking forget everything. Hold up. Please. Like, why is my brain just not working?
Probably because of the time.
No, it's because my brain is just like, oh yeah, sleep time. You took the freaking medicine. Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay. The question was, I know that war is the strongest amongst the others. With Beastlord being the second. But what about folks like Ward, Death, Famine? You got any juicy details on them?
he shrugs and says, Death is pretentious, and Famine just keeps to himself. Pestilence smells awful. And he kind of waves a hand in front of his face. As to the others, I generally keep my space from them. Well, the ones you haven't encountered, that is. Is Doc going to do a thing?
So I've aimed for 2 rounds now, right?
Yes.
Doc would like to go for a headshot.
The game was rigged from the start.
Okay. Is that all the damage it does?
Is that your damage roll?
So, here's the thing. That's the damage it does. However,
even with a ×4, though.
It's a ×4 on an imp plus, which means it's then times 1.5 because it's a headshot. It's done before.
That's still only 12.
Look, 12 is still enough to fucking kill most shit. And if he ain't dead, he got brain damage. I assume.
That was a lot of aiming for not a lot of damage. Also, I feel like this was a bad plan.
Mm-hmm.
I still have my gun out.
So, at the very least, he is down. And non-responsive at the moment.
Oh, you
Doc.
knocked him out.
Why?
Currently is also actively bleeding. So...
We didn't exactly have reason to do that.
Let's train a gun on one of the 2 puppets that was still standing there.
I'm sorry, we didn't have reason to do that.
They appear to be inert at the moment.
He wasn't trying to hurt us anymore.
If you want to finish
we could have
him
just
off
walked out.
If you want to finish him off, I can train on a puppet to make sure they don't attack you.
He manipulates someone to make us live our own personal hell. He puts everyone's life in danger, and somehow you claim that I'm unjustified in this.
Also, I want to point out for Argo that the puppets were being controlled by him. They are not automatons.
I just wanted to make sure.
He was going to let us leave.
He wasn't exactly a safe individual to be kept alive, to be fair, even though I didn't want any violence.
Yes, but given the fact that the main four that we're gonna have to go up with, how crazy they are, you think they're gonna really be easy to persuade after that shit?
Yeah, you realize that we've gone through this so far without hurting any of them. And now we've quite possibly just killed one of them. How do you think the others are going to react to that?
Probably rather poorly.
This was not your best thought out plan, Doc.
Can I apply first aid? Then again, this is range, so.
He knew what he was getting into when he sat there and started playing games with people's lives.
Nameless, sir.
Okay. Oh, wait, what? I was checking something, sorry.
This is concerning.
Can I check the body?
Yes. Yes. Judging by the view of the floor from between his eyes, I do not think you are going to be saving him.
This is not good.
This is not really help us on the diplomatic front of things.
I think it'll help quite a bit. It's a statement. People want to keep playing with lives, they can forfeit their own.
You realize that they only get stronger and more dangerous from here, right? And now we don't have a choice but to fight them.
Well, we don't know that, okay? We do know that the others have had their fights and arguments. We don't know exactly how close they are. Maybe this can work out. Maybe. It's gonna be one hell of a stretch.
I mean, for all their differences, they still refer to each other as siblings.
It is also partially cultural, but...
As much as siblings have their disagreements, they still care about each other.
I would disagree with that, but that's...
Yeah, I would disagree with that out of character, but...
Both in and out of character, I do not agree with that.
So, I think that this is a good place to put a pin in it for the night. Does everybody else agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you that may or may not still be listening, we are unsure if we will be able to continue the Peacemakers of Equestria tomorrow. I will put out a community post, once I have more information. But if we do, we hope to see you then. Otherwise, we will see you when the next upload for the week goes up on Wednesday. Everybody have a great evening and drink water.
See you guys.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all. and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.